Hey guys, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. Today I just wanted to talk about the new patch, 5.0.4, if I'm not mistaken. Basically what this is it's Mists of Pandaria without Mists of Pandaria. Alright, you're following me? The talent system, the mount system, the pet system, everything is here. And what I wanted to chit chat about was my talent and specialization choice of uh, this patch, basically. And it's not bad. I'll just get straight to it. I went for Unholy again. I didn't go for Frost. Frost is really good, but I prefer Unholy, and you play a game to have fun, I suppose, so I'm playing this, Unholy. For my talents so far, I took Unholy Blight. Unholy Blight is an AoE attack. It's pretty sweet, I'll show you. You stay out there. You see? And it procs like millions of tentacles for me as well. It puts all the dots on it. It's crazy. It's one of the better AoE attacks. Look at that. Look at it. It's crazy, right? I know. But yeah, so I took Unholy Blight. I recommend you to take it as well if you're playing Unholy, if you're playing Frost, whatever. It applies your dots, it gives you tons of damage, and if you wear a Girthalug, it gives you proc chances, so why not? It's only 1.5 minutes cooldown, which is pretty sweet too. But yeah, do know that this is my PvE spec. This is not PvP. I didn't choose the attacks to PvP basically. I just chose it to do epic damage in PvE. Today I came out in end time and I did 108k DPS AoE. 108k. That's crazy. It's the highest I've ever seen myself at. Like, the number 2 was on like 20k or something. It's mental. But yeah, next talent row. I went for anti-magic zone. I've always had anti-magic zone with me. It's just really handy. And now you can actually just throw it somewhere. I threw it on the ground. Yeah. You could also go for Lichborn, which is just removing charm, fear, and sleep effects, and yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose, but meh, it's more PvP. And then you had Purgatory, which is an unholy pact, grants you the ability to fight through damage that would kill mere mortals. So basically, it's like a what's it called? The rogues have the same kind of ability. It's a sort of a cauterize slash, what's it called? It's rogue's ability. No, I forgot it. Maybe something like cheat death or something. I don't know. But yeah, I went for anti-magic zone because it's just quite useful. You can find your use for it in every raid. So yeah, seemed really handy. The next row, I went for Asphyxiate. Yeah. Basically what this does is, instead of making your silence, your strangulated silence, it's now a stun. Pardon me there. Let me take a sip of water. But yeah, it's now a stun. 5-second stun. Let's see, can I use it on? Yeah, I can. Look at it. They are now stunned. You see? 5 seconds. It's crazy. But really, really good. what you could do in this row is you could have gone for Chillblains, which you might know from the Frost talent tree. What it does is basically it makes your Frost Fever disease chill effect. It will have a chill effect on it. So basically when you do Howling Blast and apply your Frost Fever, you have a chill effect on them. So yeah, it's a mass movement impairing effect basically. Also, your Chains of Ice immobilize the target for 3 seconds, like hamstring or whatever, you know. That kind of attacks. Also, you could have gone for Death Advance. You passively move 10% faster. Basically, that's what your Unholy Thingy Dingy gives. Even faster then? I don't know. And you cannot get under 70% of your movement speed. So, once again, really good for PvP. But yeah, it's not something I would go for in PvE. Death Pact. I had a really hard time choosing here. Death Pact is really good. They are kind of loud. Let's move to another place. Alright, let's stand in the SI7. Alright. Death Pact. Drain vitality from an undead minion, healing the Death Knight for 50%. What I thought was really interesting is that you used to eat your ghoul, like your ghoul was dead when you used Death Pact. But now, it only suffers 50% of the maximum health. So that's not too bad. That's definitely not bad. Plus, it used to give like 30% health, and now it gives 50. Which is like 73k. 73.2k HP back. Not bad. But I went for this one. Basically what this does is it uses up a death rune. I'll show you. It uses up a death rune, yeah? And that death rune, let me see. I don't really know how it works with like this. It heals you for 35k. Did you see that? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. 35k. Ridiculous. Also, it does quite a fair amount of damage. Like, it did... What did it do? 52k. 2 hits. Not bad. Basically, what it does, it replaces the talent you used to have. Glyph, I mean. Dark Secure. You kind of replace it so you don't have to take Dark Secure anymore. You can just use Dark Sivan or Death Sivan. So yeah, that's really nice. The other one you could choose for is Conversion. This basically restores 3% of your maximum health every 1 second. Regenerating, how much is it? Like 1 runic power at a time. Which is good. It's not too bad, but the problem with that is that your runic power, I rather put it in 5 death coils, you know? Get a Uberghoul and win. So not very interesting for me, but I don't know, maybe you like it better. I really don't know. Okay, this one was really hard. This is the last one I'm gonna speak of because we cannot do this one yet, so that will be for later perhaps. Well, we could look at it. I haven't looked at it, so yeah, we can look at it. But yeah, Blood Tap. Each damaging Death Coil, Frost Strike or Rune Strike regenerates 2 blood charges, up to a maximum of 12. Blood Tap consumes 5 blood charges to activate a random fully depleted rune as a death rune. Basically, I used to use it so many times. Every time I couldn't cast anything anymore, or click anything anymore, I went for Blood Tap. But now that it is a talent, it got really valuable. And next to the other two things you can choose of, Jesus. Next to the other two things, runic empowerment and runic corruption, it's not that interesting anymore. It's not. Like, runic empowerment. When you land a damaging death coil, frost strike or rune strike, you have a 45% chance, 45, to activate a random fully depleted rune. That's crazy. That is crazy. Death coil is quite well used attack because you have to stack it to 5, and if you don't have anything to cast anymore, you cast a death coil. So yeah, that was a really hard choice, but I decided to go for this one. When you land a damaging death coil, frost strike or rune strike, you have a 45% chance to activate runic corruption, increasing your regeneration rate by 100% for 2.16 seconds. Why did I choose this one? Well, for example, your Festering Strike needs 2 runes, Blood and Frost. And your Scourge Strike needs 1 rune, Unholy. Those are 3 different runes, alright? If you regenerate all your runes faster, for 2.16 seconds, your rune regeneration takes not that long, as far as I know. Let me find out. Rune speed 7.21, so that takes off quite something, yeah, like 1/3 or something. So basically that means your runes are faster to regenerate, so you can cast more stuff instead of only 1 attack. You understand that? Because I'm starting to feel that I make no sense at all anymore. But whatever. So yeah, basically I chose it for that specific reason. I think they're both pretty good, and I think Blood Tap could be pretty good. But I just went for runic corruption. Okay, so this is gonna be a complete surprise for me as well. Let's look at the talents for level 90. Pardon me again. Gorefriend's Grasp. Shadowy tendrils coil around all enemies within 20 yards of a target, hostile or friendly, pulling them to the target's location. So it's like multiple death grips from the ground. Seems cool, but only for a tank. I mean, if you can get your mobs together. It doesn't seem very handy for a DPS in PvE. But maybe for PvP it would be kind of interesting again. But no, not for me. Remorseless Winter. That's what the Lich King costs, right? Oh, my throat, man. Alright. Surrounds the Dead Knight with a swirling tempest of frigid air for 8 seconds, chilling enemies within 8 yards every 1 second. Each pulse reduces the target's movement speed by 15% for 3 seconds, stacking up 5 times. So that will be 70% in the end. Upon receiving a 5th application, an enemy will be stunned for 6 seconds. That's crazy. That's crazy. But then again, it's not really what you want in PvE. It's cool for a tank maybe to reduce some damage, like stun all the targets around you or something. But it's not that cool for a DPS again. So then we have one left. Desecrated Ground. Corrupts the ground in 8-yard radius beneath the Death Knight for 10 seconds. While standing in this corruption, the Death Knight is immune to the effects that cause a loss of control. This ability instantly removes such effects when activated. I think they're all pretty much PvP talents. But yeah, I have to choose one, and if I have to choose one, I take the cool one. So I would go for Remorseless Winter. Even though this sounds pretty neat for PvP, this could do well for PvP, I suppose, but meh. It's more of a tanking thing, I suppose, and so is this, like PvP tank, I don't know. It's not something that will improve your DPS, but it sounds really cool. Then we go to the glyphs. Prime glyphs are gone, so there's not much to choose from. I just made a quick decision and I chose Glyph of Death and Decay. Your Death and Decay also reduces the movement speed of enemies within its radius by 50%. Alright, 50% movement speed, so they can't walk out of your Death and Decay as fast anymore. Sounds good to me, right? Glyph of Unholy Frenzy. Causes your Unholy Frenzy to no longer deal damage to the affected target. Alright, yeah, good. Hey! Yeah, I really didn't know what I had to choose, but whatever. This would be maybe a bit interesting too. You could throw it on the tank or whatever before he runs in, and if you have spare runic power. Then again, I would rather stack up to 5 and make an Uberghoul. But yeah, it's all your choice. Yeah. Okay, and the last one is Glyph of Pestilence. Basically, it increased the radius of your Pestilence by 5 yards. So it reaches out further, which sounds okay to me, right? Alright, now we go to the minor glyphs. Glyph of Full Managery. Managery. I don't care. Basically what it does is this. It's quite funny. I like it. I like it a lot. Look, you have all different kind of dudes. You have skeletons, you have those kind of dudes, you have weird super ghouls, you have I don't know, you have everything. It's just an army of different scourge. It's cool. I like it. Next is Glyph of Path of Frost. Basically what this does is like what a kitty does. You are allowed to fall greater distances if you have your Path of Frost active. Sounds good to me. And then the last one is just for good fun. When you put you shout with your Horn of Winter or whatever it does, you blow your Horn of Winter. You let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You let it snow. Kind of funny, right? I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, I will show you guys what you could do with this awesome stuff. I will show you AoE. These are the right place to go AoE on. Alright, here we go. Let's not have the pet on passive though. Here we go, guys. Let's see what we can do. $51, 62. Can we go to the 70? 75, 80? No, not 80. No, I don't think we'll make the 80, but you see, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet, right? 73. But yeah, that's basically what it does. And I like it a lot. I mean, 73k, it's fun. On single target, I managed to do 72 on Archbishop in Hour of Twilight. This was with a heroism or bloodlust or time warp or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean 72 single target, still in kata. I think it's okay. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have something. I hope you can make use of my vision on things. And hope to see you soon. Good night.